Hey guys, today I'd like to show you how you can quickly and safely change straps on any beautiful watch you may have. All you need to do this properly is a solid workspace, maybe a good table, and something that will prevent your watches from scratching, like a cloth or this leather patch we have here, and a strap tool. Now this is our own AWCO strap tool, which you can buy in our store and on our website. And it comes with two different sides. Now let me show you. On one end, I just need to get this in focus. And there we are. There is a little fork, and I'll show you how to use that in a moment. And on the other end, there's a little pusher, a pointy end, and I'll show you how to use that. Now, before we get started, since these tips are interchangeable, you always need to make sure they are tightened properly. Otherwise, they can be a little bit wobbly, and that can make the process unnecessarily hard. So, in front of me, beautiful little Datejust and a nice Speedmaster, and two alternative straps that I want to put on. So let's just dive into it and start with the Datejust. Now, this Datejust comes with drilled lug holes, as you can see. Now that makes my job really quite easy. What I do is I take the pointy end of the strap tool, I put my finger on the front of the strap, and I put the whole thing down on the workspace. Now this is a really important tip. Don't try and do this stuff mid-air because you'll end up stabbing yourself or scratching your watch. It's always a good idea to just put it down on your solid workspace, and that will give you so much more control. So I'm putting a little bit of pressure on the front here. Why am I doing that? Because when I pop it out in a moment, I want it to come out on the back side of the watch, so that if I by any chance make a mistake and I scratch the watch, then at least it will be on the back side of the lug and not on the front. And as you can see, this is a nice vintage watch, but it has seen some rather messy strap changes in its life, but that's okay, you know, that's all part of it. Don't worry about that too much. It can happen, but if you follow these simple guidelines, you will be able to switch straps without ever leaving marks like that. So, putting it down on the surface, little pressure on the front, entering the pointy end of the strap tool in the drilled lug hole, and then just applying a little pressure, and there we go, and it's out. Now, in here you'll find the actual spring bar, and we need that for our new strap. So take that out, grab my new strap. This is a nice Russian leather strap, and I just push in the push pin like so. And I'll do this on the table. I'll put a little pressure on this side just to make sure it slides all the way up. And there we go. Now I just need the tips to come out on both sides. And what I do next is, again, putting the watch down on the workspace, putting one end of the push pin into the bottom lug hole. And now again, I'll put some pressure on the back side here because I want to have control. So I'm bringing it close, but I'm not letting the steel push pin touch the steel lug because I don't want to make any scratches here. So this way, putting the watch down on the surface and with these two fingers, I have full control over the strap, as you can see. This time I need the fork end of the tool. And I'm using it to just grab the push pin right on the collar. This is called a collar. It's the wider bit just beyond the tip. I'm pushing this down, and when it's fully down, I can bring the strap behind the lug and then remove the tool. Now I just need to do a little bit of searching to make sure that I am actually in the lug hole, and there we are. Sometimes you hear a click, sometimes you don't. Just make sure you wiggle and put some pressure on it just to make sure that everything is right where it should be, and this is perfect. Now in this case it was quite easy because I was switching the strap one side at a time. But just in case you're wondering which end goes where, just keep in mind that you should always be able to hang your watch from a nail like so, and then still be able to tell the time. So that means buckle at 12 o'clock. So there's a little reminder for you. Now, the other end is precisely the same. So I'll skip that and move on to my second watch here, because you may be thinking, my watch doesn't have any drilled lug holes, much like this Speedmaster here. Process is really just as easy. This time we'll use the fork end of the tool. And we'll be working just in a slightly different orientation. What we need to do is if we pull the strap to the side, we can sort of spot where the push pin is right in there. You may not be able to see it on screen, but you will see it in real life. Now I'll put the watch down flat on its lugs, like so. And I'll search with my little tool for that spring bar. And then just pop it out like so. And there we go. Really just as easy as with a drilled lug hole. Again, we're going to need to get this push pin out. There we go. Now I want to dress up this Speedmaster with some crocodile leather. So I'll use this new strap again, forcing the push pin all the way through. Until I can see and feel it coming out on both ends. And there it is. Same thing, putting the watch down, solid workspace, putting one end into the drilled lug hole, not touching the lug here, and with the little fork I can just nudge it right where I need it to be. Oh, and there you see I missed the hole, so I'll try again. There it is. I heard a click. Yep, and now it's tight. And there you have it. The easy way to switch straps without leaving any marks. Something you can do every morning if you please. And if you're in doubt, if you're just not entirely sure how to do this on your own watch, just drop by and we'll be happy to show you. Really, there's a world to explore when it comes to different straps on your watches. It would be a shame to be intimidated by the switching process. So I hope you do a lot of switching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and have a great day.